Alright, what is up my friends? Welcome to 10 New Brews. Historic Horizons Jumpstart. Now, it's obviously a little different than the usual 10 New Brews, because usually it's a new complete set being released, and this is not a complete set. This is a Jumpstart release. 800 cards in the Jumpstart total. 300 of them are new to Historic. So, it's a huge dump of cards into the Historic format. Perhaps the biggest change to Historic in the history of the format, honestly. And a lot of cool new cards. I love these Jumpstart releases. I think they're just really cool. It's a great mix of, like limited and constructed and whatever. It's really cool. Fortunately, the card acquisition is a little tough, but they're here and they're ready to go. A lot of Modern Horizons cards in these packs too, and it's cool too because there's a lot of like nuts and bolts kind of cards in these in the Historic Horizons here. Cards like Vault Scourge, card not like a marquee card
for each of the 10 brews.
But thanks, Suna. But a cool nuts and bolts kind of synergy card for lots of different decks. So 10 New Brews ready to go. Our first brew is going to be LoxoAffinity. Now, of course, Loxobots is a deck that I've played a lot in Modern, Historic, other formats. Definitely a deck that is near and dear to me, of course. But with some of the new additions here, we're going to be leaning a little more towards the Affinity side of things, mostly because of Thought Monitor. Thought Monitor, of course, Modern Horizons 2 card, seeing a lot of play in Modern. 7 mana for a 2/2 flyer, Affinity for artifacts. Comes into play, draw 2 cards. So this is Thoughtcast and a threat at the same time. Phenomenally good card. Now, don't have artifact lands in Historic, except for Treasure Vault is an artifact land. And of course, basically every card in the deck is an artifact except for Loxodon and Ingenious Smith. So, should be casting this early and often, hopefully. Also get Nettle Cyst as a new payoff for playing all these artifacts. Just a really good card, honestly. Just gonna be like a 3 mana 6/6, and then it's also an equipment, which is great for later. It goes great on Vault Scourge or Arcbound Mouser, which is great. Of course, Overseer already in the format. Venerated Loxodon already in the format. No Memnite here. We have Ornithopter, though. We have about 21 drops. Really cranking it out early here. And a lot of new cards from Historic Horizons here. We got Vault Scourge. Of course, Affinity All-Star. We have Arcbound Mouser. Simple little 1-drop. Arcbound Worker with lifelink. And obviously, if you pump this thing up, it's going to be very good. Esper Sentinel, of course, cool new card. And we have one Glimmer Wasp and one Hope, some extra flyers for our just need cheap, crappy artifact creatures. Smith's a card I like a lot. Now, one of the things is you can't put that many non-artifacts in your Affinity deck, otherwise your cards don't work. So no Temperate Steel for us. I think that Steel Overseer, Nettle Cyst, and Loxodon are enough payoffs. And Smith's a payoff and card advantage, which is great. We get Blinkmoth Nexus, Mana Base. I would really like to have Seachrome Coast, but we don't got that one, unfortunately. But that's the deck. Playing all best of 1 today. We're playing 5 games of best of 1 of each deck. 10 new brews. Whole bunch of decks to play. And again, my article on coolstuff.com will be up tomorrow, all about it. Reminding you that we're brought to you by
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, let's rock and roll. The ladder reset and then reset again, so we're like silver. This is great. This is going to be awesome. Venerated Loxodon, I'm keeping. Easy game. 10 new brews. Let's go. Put that over there where that belongs. Yeah, a good time to add the remaining fast lands. I agree. Other thing is that there's no dual color decks in Jumpstart. So every Jumpstart pack has a theme.
For the fantastic content over the years. Hopefully we s some more legacy goblin stew from USN.
Troy, thanks for the reset. Appreciate that. Thanks so much. I think actually maybe some of the Jumpstart packs aren't monocolored, but there are dual color packs. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, one of the things that I hate about Historic is that the fast lands are imbalanced. And the land cycles in general are imbalanced.
1 year.
Foxshot, reset. Thanks so much. Arcbound Mouser. Just a simple nuts and bolts kind of card, Temple Guard for our opponent. Thought Monitor, not the best draw, but ooh, we getting slivered here. I did not build a sliver deck. Full disclosure, I did not build a sliver deck. So we play that, we play this, we play this. Affinity's already down to, we have 4 artifacts in play. Next turn we can Venerated Loxodon. If we draw an artifact land, we could. No, we can't monitor and Loxodon. Oh, we could actually. If we draw exactly Treasure Vault. Oh no, we don't have blue then. Never mind. But yeah, we need some duels. All right, so Shredder Sliver gives things flying and haste. This thing gives things vigilance, and they're not going to send in their Slitter. If you block with that, that's fine. So another. All right, we are Loxo flooded. We are Loxo flooded. So we could just play Thought Monitor. Nah, we're just not playing Loxodons. Like, just crank it up. Get these lifelinkers big. Get some racing going here. And just going to say go. A little awkward, obviously, drawing the 3 Loxodons. You know, we're a little short on Monitor. If one of these was an artifact, like a 1/1 artifact creature for 1, our hand would be so much better. Which is why I was saying you can't have like too many payoffs. You gotta have a lot of artifacts in your deck. So I'm not playing Tempered Steel. I just feel like it's too much of a risk. You just draw a lot of Tempered Steels into our creatures. It's just, you know, we have enough payoffs, I think. Mano F Sliver. So Slivers tap for any color. Of course, if you're unfamiliar with Slivers, maybe you're a newer Arena player. Slivers are a beloved creature type in Magic. All Slivers share all abilities. So every Sliver gives every Sliver every other ability. So you can see this Sliver currently has tap to add mana, vigilance, flying, haste, etc., etc., etc. Alright, so they have a motley crew of creatures that all tap for mana. Whenever they're dealt damage, they deal that much damage to a target player or planeswalker. That was an insane draw. Alright, so now I can play this. I can play this for 2. And then I can play another Loxodon for free, essentially. Yeah, I mean, gonna make a blue. Draw another Mouser. I can actually play both Loxodons here, can I? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is actually an insane turn. All right, so play this, play Mouser. We're gonna Loxodon, tapping 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, I'm terrible at math. We were 1 short. That's okay though. That's okay. We still attack for a whole bunch here, so yeah, we were one creature, one untapped creature short, right? We have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's fine though. Still in really good shape here. So they're gonna block with this. We're gonna take 4, but then gain 2. Sure. I mean, as long as we don't just die in the air, which seems unlikely because they only have 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, if that was like a muscle sliver, I guess, they would have had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage. They would have been 1 short anyway. So yeah, they're going to attack for a lot here, but we're going to attack back for a lot. So I think they're just dead. Oh, they have vigilance. Never mind. Oh, they're good. I guess the problem is, though, whenever these are dealt damage, we take that much damage also. So there's sort of like... the slivers are very complicated. It's like a lot of words on the card. I guess we actually are just dead. Because this Spiteful Sliver ability sort of negates the lifelink on my Arcbound Mousers. And we can't really attack anymore. So I think we're just dead. Which is kind of weird. Like, the Mousers can go in. We're 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We attack with, yeah, everything. Yeah, I don't think we can. I guess we get blockers, but. So we attack with, like, these. You can block with Hope and Sacrifice, if that's also correct. Tempered Steel wouldn't do anything here because we still have the exact same. It wouldn't solve our problem. This is whenever a creature you control becomes damaged or a spell ability counter must pay 2. Okay. Sliver Hive? I didn't even notice that. Alright, so they make another creature. They block. So we're going to gain and take the damage at the same time. I think we're just dead. I don't think you go in. Honestly. No, they decided to not block. Okay. Well, by not blocking, then we actually gain the life. So now we're at 11. Now I think we're like sort of fine. We can also block with the Hope of Gearper and just sacrifice it to not take damage either. This is a weird game. This is a weird game. Again, putting the analysis on lifelinker doesn't do anything because the ability of Spiteful Sliver will negate the lifelink basically. So you're right. I can't select this. All right, we'll just say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A weird spot. I'll just cast this too, I guess. So specifically leaving the smaller flyers as blockers. But again, we block, we take damage also. So, sure.
Can't wait for the next B2 meter season. Love the content. You are a daily joy.
Thanks, my friend. Appreciate it. They hit Lava Belly Sliver and Realm Walker. Yeah, we're just dead. Yeah, I mean, the thing that's usually good against Slivers is where'd that come from? The top of their deck? Jeez. Yeah, I think that's usually good against Slivers is removal spells, obviously, because you just like kill the important one and then all their cards don't do anything. But we don't have any removal, so yeah, we're just dead. I mean, no matter what, we're taking 4 damage from blocks. Yeah, I mean, we just lost Spiteful Sliver, just like straight up, just 100% lost to it. I think that, you know, and our creatures vastly outclass our opponent's creatures. We have lifelink, but the Spiteful Sliver just actually negated every part of it. We can't attack properly, we can't block properly, and we can't gain life off lifelink. So they got us, yeah. All right, Slivers. Slivers takes it down. That's a tough one. All right, round 2. Yeah, I mean, obviously our deck is built like with no removal spells. We're a full-on synergy deck. So, you know, Spiteful Slivers is a 2/2 for 3. Like, we just didn't have a way to remove it, and it just beat our stuff. So, not a very good hand here. 4 lands is a lot. 4 lands is a lot. We're gonna mulligan this. Yeah, I guess we're keeping. It's pretty awkward with no colors, but we can cast Vault Scourge, 1 land and Elsys. There you guys are white. So Temple Garden. We're gonna lead on Esper Sentinel. Start there. Start there. This is deck number 1 of 10, folks. If you're just tuning in, 10 New Brews. We got about at least 10 hours streaming ahead of me. Kane, resub. Lucas, resub. Thanks so much. You are not able to buy packs of Historic Horizons, no. I depleted my wildcard supply and then some to build these decks. Again, the economy not very friendly when it comes to this, unfortunately. But all right, attack for 1. Play Vault Scourge. Ooh, this is did you Phyrexian mana? Look at this! Look at this! All right, Pave a Life. Let's go. So now Thought Monitor costs 3. Maybe assist next turn. Audio is a bit crackly. Check 1, 2. Check. You know what? That's not what I meant to open. A third. We were drawing a lot of multiple. What the hell is going on here? Where's my sound? God. Sorry, folks. I'll do that. Do that after the game. Yeah, I'm clipping a little bit. So I'll try and fix it. All right, so play this. That'll assist. They play Book of Exalted Deeds. Oh, great. What happened? Oh my fucking god. There we go. All right, so that's what happens to try and fix things. Decklist will be in my article tomorrow. CoolStuffInc.com. Monitors currently cost 3 each. We need a blue source, though. Book of Exalted Deeds. Bishop of Wings. Sure. Oh, sure, they're not playing Snowlands, so no combos there. We draw Plains. I don't really see a big need to gain life by moving Nettlecyst, so let's play this. We can make Treasure too, and that also works for Thought Monitor, so we're just going to play Nettlecyst and get in here. Coming in. So they're at 11. This is a deck where it's important to keep them, below a very high level. So we're doing that so far. They didn't guess Company last turn either, so this is interesting. Interesting. 10 New Brews. Up, there's Company. That's not good. All right, so Sentinel's here, and they're going to pay the 1, it looks like. Yeah, give me Seachrome Coast, please. Please. All right, they hit Skyclave and Resplendent Angel. They're going to gain 4 life, which makes an Angel. It's pretty annoying. Nettles is better or worse than Cranial Plating. It's a little bit different. It's obviously a threat in and of itself, so it's not exactly the same thing, but it's a little less efficient as well. So they're going to attack with their Speaker into my 4/4. Okay. I gain 3 life, make an Angel, gain 4 life. Alright. Has used to be the early access streams were best of 1, which is why I tend to do best of 1 for these 10 New Brews, but I'm trying to rethink that notion a little bit. So no blue again. And now they have their engine online, which is like really, really bad for us. So I don't know if we can win. We can attack the vault, make a blue, but that's probably what we're going to do. Like we'll stack the vault at the end of their turn. I think we're gonna move the Nettlecyst over to the Vault Scourge. Even then, though, it's like not particularly great. All right, let's just attack. I don't think we can actually win, honestly. Like. So you're going to block. That's fine. Treasures count for Affinity, yes. Let's make a flyer. So we can, like, sack vaults. We lose an artifact, but then gain 2 artifacts. And then we can play 1 Thought Monitor. It's, like, not very good, honestly. All right. Let's just equip this here. Let's say go. Make a treasure end step. We can activate our Nexus to also get our affinity on. Oh my god, we just can't ever win. Unfortunately, yeah. All right, cool. He's best of 1. He's linear best of 1 decks, All right. So this is a mistake by them. We get to block this. And animate a Nexus. Now it's 5 power. I could actually just made the treasure, I guess, but whatever. All right, so throw away the thing. We gain 7 life, but I just don't think we can ever win, honestly. So Stake Mod Nexus. Yeah, we're really dead. All right. Tough first 2 games here. Tough first 2 games. Best of 1 is a hostile place. I'm not sure what to do. I mean, I said this previously. I'm not exactly sure what to do with these 10 New Brews things. They used to be on the early access account where it was, just best of 1 because it's only option there was. And everyone just played, normal decks, And now that we're playing on Arena proper, because there is no early access event, and then I don't even know if there would have been for this anyway. We're playing in like live best of 1. So people aren't necessarily playing new cards, and they're also just playing their like linear best of 1 decks. So we might need to reevaluate how we do 10 New Brews in the future. If we just move on to best of 3 maybe. But we're going to keep this. We got Thopter Sentinel. We have Spire for our colors, which is great. We have 2 Loxodons, a little more than usual, a little bit necessary, but Pathway. Go. Sentinel. If it's best of 3 though, we can only play like, 2 or 3 matches because like it just takes forever. So yeah, so we're playing it cycling. I would say I do really miss the early access streams. I know there might have not been one for this anyway, but none of the players, a lot of players just don't have new cards yet. You want to play against the New Brews and stuff. There's no new elementals. No, I don't think so. Yes, Kyle. So for those subscriber Survivor Football, as always in the Discord, look for that. One of the many perks to being a pile driver. Yeah, so just playing cycling. Okay. So we play land. We're 1 short of Loxodoning, which is kind of lame. All right. Yeah, we're just saying go. So far, not so impressed with this one. So far, this deck does not look too good. What's up, Downtown? Yes, I do. I'm in a fantasy league. It's like a lot of like Magic ringers and old school Magic pros and stuff. I've been in the league for, I think, 7 years now. It's a 20-team league. It was run by Steve Rubin's Pro Tour champ. Now Harry Corbasi runs it. And I stream the draft every year. So I'll be streaming that as usual. Check 1, 2. Check. Should be fun. I don't know. Yeah, it's awesome. Super deep league. Lots of fun. 0.5 PPR. Ginger Brute? Sure. So we get the Ginger Brute Loxodon here. Again, not the fastest hand. This is pretty good, but... And again, like, the second... It's weird because, like, you always want to draw Loxodon. It is really, really, really good. But the second Loxodon is always a little sketch, so... Cycle. With meta blue, we're lacking. We have 4 Hollow Fountains, Nurse. Decklist should be on the overlay. Desert of the Fervent. All right. What's up, Yogi? Yeah, I mean, there's been talk. Again, this isn't really like a new set release. It's a little weird. But definitely talk of like possibly getting a few streamers together and doing something like that. That was pretty good. So now you got a 1 mana or 2 mana Thought Monitor. So let's do that. Oops. Start there. And like just having it all play against each other kind of thing. That could be a thing we could do. Thought Monitor coming in. Draw 2 cards. Another Sentinel and a Mouser. Alright, so we can... we're going to play Mouser. We're going to Loxodon it. We're at 13 at present. Only have Zenith Flare for 5 at the moment. It's Q Breach. Attack for 4. Play Mouser. And we're going to play another Loxodon. This one's going to tap the Mouser. Probably the Sentinels. And the Flyers. There we go. There we go. The thing is, you really want to draw Loxodon, but I guess we have like other payoffs too. It's also not an artifact, so like this isn't like true Loxobots. This is definitely like more of an affinity deck. So it's possible that there should be less Loxodons, but looks like our Mob Monday showdown on Monday is going to be me versus Gabriel Nassif. We're doing something a little bit differently. I'll announce that tomorrow morning. That's for the Fervent. All right, you got it. So Zenith Flare is currently up to about 1 million. Yeah, so we're just dead to Flare. I guess not. We're going to get a few life next turn, but we're taking a lot here. They're at 24 life. I think we're just going to block and trade this. We're at 8. All right, so we have I mean, if they have Flare, we're just dead, I guess. Draw 2. So we drew Nettle Cyst. We can't afford to equip it to the Lifelinker. So they have Flare. We're dead. Nothing we can do. Need to lead back some sort of blockers for Flame Blade and Healer. So we need at least 2 or 3 blockers back. Yeah, I guess the Lifelinker is going to attack too. So we'll lead back Monitor, Nettle Cyst. This is what? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's 19 damage, but like it doesn't really matter. I'm going to lead back to the opposite too. Because dealing 19 doesn't really, you know, they're 24. But if we deal 19 this turn, 19 next turn, it's overkill. So there's no chump yet. They 100% have a flare where it's dead. We're not eat the brute because they have enough cards for flare to kill us and then some, right? They have 4, 8, 9. I guess brute could save it. That's fair. I mean, I want to play Nettle Cyst for the Mouser, but maybe leaving back the brute would have been just enough to survive. Maybe. Brute's 3 damage. I mean, they have 10. It's 11. Yeah, so it dealt 11, and they could have cycled once and done 12 anyway. So the brute wouldn't have mattered actually. Man, what a bad start! What a bad start. When there's as far as setting up our own like early access kind of thing, it makes it so difficult to like have to like, you know, send direct challenges and blah blah blah, and it's just like really annoying and tough. So I feel it's weird because we have like 25 cheap 1 mana artifacts and 2 mana artifacts and stuff. But we keep drawing all of our payoffs, none of our filler. I'm gonna keep. We start playing a best of 3. I mean, like, the thing is that I've already built these extra best of 1, so. And the thing is, again, as far as volume goes, I can't get through all 10 decks if we do that. So, for now, that's what we're doing. We'll consider it otherwise. It was an Overseer. We drew one. Plains. There's a Hollow. Must have drawn a Hollow Fountain yet either, so. Triome. Nettle Cyst. Alright. We'll try Overseer. See what's up over here. Gonna get Censor or something like that. Drawing a lot of freaking payoffs, that's for sure. Quench. We just got quenched. Alright, cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 5 payoffs and 6 payoffs actually, and no filler. All killer, no filler. Esper Sentinel. Alright. Why'd I keep our hand? Because we had 2 cards we could play, and our deck is just full of a lot of cheap artifacts. You know, like, I mean, we're likely to draw them. Why play in the rank queue and not the play queue? Why would I play in the play queue? I'll play ranked. I'll play real games. Come on, opponent. Let's go. Run Manatithe? I do love Manatithe. Not an artifact, though. We can see there's a pretty high bar for the non-artifact cards in the deck, where even Loxodon, which is like one of the best cards in Loxobots, hasn't looked as good because the bar is so high for non-artifact cards. That's just like a general like thing about affinity decks, that your non-artifact cards have to be super impactful, because every non-artifact you draw makes all your other cards worse. Alright, so they're going to Dovin's Veto and pay the 1. And they're going to veto my Nettle Cyst. Okay. To Nambo with Overseer? I mean, kinda. Come on, Zarnax. Definite Clarion. Alright. Sure. And a Relic. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess our first deck here is probably going in the trash can, because looks like we're not able to win at all. This game also hasn't been really close. We really haven't had like a great draw, it feels like, or we haven't like just drawn a really good mix of enablers and payoffs. But yeah, without Mem Knight, it's very possible that that Venerated Loxodon isn't good enough. It's very fair. It's very fair. You know, it's also possible to go blue. If you wanted to go like mono blue affinity, you could put like the Black Staff of whatever, play more colorless lands. That's definitely an option as well. What's up, D-Frey? Good games, my friend. Very okay, yes. Very draw a card. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Steam Vents untapped.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Okay. Alright, so, the monitor still costs 5. That's okay. One of the big things about 10 New Brews is, you know, there's always more brews. Not every deck's going to be great. You know, all these decks are decks that were built, you know, they're kind of just first drafts, new cards in the format, letting it ride. And
keep up the pace.
This one's not riding too well. You know, there only are 4 artifact lands in the 4, I guess the Nexus sort of count, but so obviously Thought Monitor's like not going to be nearly as good as it would be in Modern, but no Darksteel Citadel now. Just Treasure Vault. No Yawgmoth Brews. No Yawgmoth Brews. Alright, this game is getting closer and closer to being a formality at this point. Alright, we will attempt to attack the ferry. They'll cycle Shark Typhoon and we'll concede. So that was 4 games? We gotta get a W, folks. We gotta get a freaking W. Look at this new avatar. Look at this. Alright. See, where's Venerated Loxodon with this hand? You know, this is all the filler and no killer. We're still gonna keep it, but keep this. You know, give me one of those Loxodons or one of those Thought Monitors from the last 4 hands and put them in this hand. This hand's great. We're keeping it though. We're keeping this hand for sure. I'm gonna go Vault Scourge on one. Brutski. Look at this. They have the freaking. This person's gonna have new cards. I guarantee this person has new cards. They have the new avatar, the new card sleeves. They got it all. They're ready to rock and roll. All right, they didn't come here to mess around. All right, and let's play these, whatever. Put a Clearwater Pathway and said go. So what are they up to? What are they up to? They're opting. This is the new Black Planeswalker. I don't know what he's called, but that's him. It's definitely him. Oh, this is Davril? Why do I, in my mind, Davril's like a weird Aetherborn something weirdo evil thing? It's Johnny Depp. Yes. All right, so I'm just gonna jam. I'm just gonna put everything in the battlefield. He became a demon later on. Ooh. Ship it. Ship it. This guy looks like he's trying to sell you on a 20% APR loan. Yeah. I got a car for you, sure. I got lots of cars. Alright, so get a swamp. So far there's only cast Opt. Crawling Barrens. Thought we were getting wrathed. Treasure vault. Alright, ship it. Xeno, resub. Thanks so much. Law Mentors and Moldrifter. I don't think Moldrifter is very good in Law Mentals, honestly. I don't think it really solves any of the next problems, you know?
Hey sub baby Jim. Any chance at updated Lawmentals with Moldrifter?
Shark Typhoon for 1. For 1. Okay. So I hope to avoid Wrath. They're at 18. So they would just Wrath us the following turn. 6/6, Nettle Assist. This freaking guy. Howard Stark. David. Vale Passage. Crawling Barrens. Hollowed Fountain. Hollowed Fountain, Hollowed Fountain, Hollowed Fountain. Alright, well, if they have a Shark Typhoon this time, it's a little more annoying, but sure. Alright. That's a hit. That's a hit. Before the Germans, what's your name? Where are you from? Oh, my friend, thanks a lot for subbing. New sub, welcome. They're at 8. No payoffs this game. I guess Nettles is kind of a payoff, but still doing some damage. Pump the Barons, sure. Shadow's Verdict. Well, that will kill all my creatures. Okay. It's the best of one. It's just linear decks and Wrath of God decks. That's just the how it goes. I don't play a lot of best of one, so might as well crack this vault and make 2 treasures because it's just one more artifact in play. Any shaman decks? Nah, no shaman decks. There's a lot of cards. I could have built 20 or 30 decks probably. There's so many new cards, but got to keep it somewhat reasonable, you know? All right, well, what else can we do but fire it up? Go for the equip. I promised they'd play new cards. All right, look. They feel the room. They got me. Go get planes. Play Vault Scourge. 4 cards left. We're all in. That is true. I said they would have new cards. Never said they would put them into their deck. Never promised that. No new cards yet. No new cards. Equipping. What's up, Adam? Vault Scourge is cool. Come on. This is the deck they're playing after losing a bunch of their new cards? Yeah, probably. They still have 4 cards in their hand, so yeah. Alright, so they're going to kill that. And leave a 2 mana up. Oh my god. That's a good draw. There we go. Gonna counter this too. What do you got? Mr. Anderson. Oh yeah, let's go. Double me up here. 2 for 1. Get back in this game, Ginger Brute. Let's go. Can't catch me. Can't catch me. Not 05 yet. Smith is here to save the day. This card's freaking awesome. I love this card. Maybe just take out 2 Loxodons to retrieve for the last 2 Smiths. This card's great. Just like a threat. It's card advantage. Oh, they're castling, folks. They're castling right now. Top, bottom. That's probably not good. All right, coming in. 5 ball. Corner pocket. Say go. Opt. Okay. What do we, got nothing. We got nothing. F6. Let it ride. 10 New Brews. Have I encountered Withering Vesper Lark yet? I don't think we've played against a new card yet, actually. So. Yeah, Ingenious Smith's super awesome. I love this card. This card's just too awesome. Super cool card. Super cool card. Honestly, possibly even a cube card. I have a pretty strong artifact theme in my cube. Alright, so they have a Crawling Barons and a Hall of Storm Giants. We're going to play this Brutski here. And present lethal. Present lethal. We have 2 unblockable threats that present lethal damage. Pump it. Attack step. Lethal damage. Oh, yeah. Fire up that Barons. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. Doesn't like save it. I did do it right? Let's do it again. Whatever. I'm gonna make sure. Make absolutely sure. Crawling Barons does not have haste. So, boom!
Game.
That's right, folks. I'm a professional Magic the Gathering player. It took me 5 games, but I won a game in silver. Let's hear it from me. Let's hear it from me. 10 New Brews. That is right. That is right. Okay, so yeah. Venerated Loxodon. I do love me some Venerated Loxodon. I'm not going to lie. But there's a reason I called this deck LoxoAffinity and not Loxobots. Because it seemed less Venerated Loxodon focused. But I couldn't get myself away. This deck is probably better with 0 Venerated Loxodons in it. Or some smaller number. But Thought Monitor is great. Nelson is great. Smith is great too. Definitely think that this deck could possibly be mono blue. Again, there's a real opportunity cost to every single non-artifact you add. Smith at least finds an artifact. Loxodon does not. So that's deck number 1. And the good news is, only place to go from here is up. So YouTube folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. And deck number 2 is coming up.